Mom, why won't you let me watch the
Dexperience.
It's the
What's up?
Hi, Dexters.
Heartily ho,
You're listening with Logan.
Harry.
Oliver.
Dennis.
And today we're talking about episode 35.
Ditto's Mysterious
That's normally our band episode when we do that.
Yeah, this isn't bad.
But this is not a band episode.
No,
this is
Should be. It's
Sometimes
What?
The one after this is
Hot
band.
take.
though.
No.
We'll get into it later, but first
You
let's play.
penis.
Oh well, firstly, how are we doing today?
Good, thank you. Dennis just
Yeah.
gave us fancy shapes.
Yeah.
it's really good.
Even made by
They're,
artists.
they're sweet chili and sour cream, and I feel like it captures those flavors so well. Personally,
I'm happy for you.
what was your take on the?
Oh, you know, like the food.
I thought it was great. I was very
They
impressed.
were pretty good. They were like
They were
slightly thinner than shapes.
That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, because like
Bit
shapes,
crispier.
you get a bit sick of shapes.
Yeah,
after
actually-
shapes.
Shapes are too thick.
I could eat a whole box of those.
Oh, easy.
I don't know if I could eat a whole box of shapes.
They did a study where they was like the main reason why people ate crisps was because of the texture of them.
There you go.
Makes
And
sense.
like the Doritos, they spent like $1 million on getting the texture and the flavorings.
Are you guys a thin cut, normal cut, or thick cut kind of chip guy?
I like the
Is this
spirals.
Crisps or fries?
Crisps.
Oh, crisps.
I am a thin cut. I like thin chips. But then I was like normal as well.
Well, if you had to pick one, gun to your head.
Ooh, I mean, I'll just go standard normal.
I like a good ridge cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, ridge thick cut.
I'm gonna go thin. I like the thin ones. They're just fun.
Yeah, I like a normal ridge cut. Did you know they had like those French fry chips?
What,
yeah.
crisps, like
Like-
French fries crisps.
Yeah,
They're called French fries. They're called
Hot chips.
fries in the UK.
but they're not like not hot. They're just like
No, they're crisps. Yeah,
they're crisps.
they're just called fries.
I've never
yeah.
seen those before.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
I don't. They stopped selling them.
I used
Actually,
to, did you
in New
guys ever have
Zealand.
Cheezels and like you put them on your finger and you pretend you have rings?
No.
No.
Oh yes,
Oh,
those
yes.
are great.
No,
Oh
because-
wait, I did. Yes, that's
because
right.
like those crisps in particular, I remember this gross person in high school, and he just came around the corner and he had just cheese all in his mouth and his little puberty mustache. It put me off them forever.
That's fair.
I just can't eat them.
So if it was like
Do you
a
wanna shout out
hot
that kid's
person,
Shout out to you, Nathan.
you'd be like awake. Something would have been awakened within you, or
What?
like if it was a hot person, would something have been awakened in you
No,
instead of
Come
being
on.
No, it put me off.
Yeah, what?
even if it was like a hot person?
Yeah, it was gross.
Oh, okay. I see.
Dana's just like, I'm never eating Cheezels in front of Harry.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Not to put you off. So for today's little like warm up game that we're doing, we're gonna do like
A Cheezel challenge.
Cheezels.
how many Cheezels can you eat? We're
Even the
doing
name
15.
is gross.
I'd win. Just saying. I'd be keen.
How many,
For a we should do a food eating
like,
competition.
Like fluffy bunny?
Like how many you could put in your mouth at once, or like
You can eat. You
That's
gotta eat like
harder,
a full
'cause they will,
bowl.
like, dissolve away.
Yeah, it's hard because and then they're like
there'd have to be a
all-
time limit, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh my gosh.
I
we get
still
so
think
sick.
I pitched this idea to you guys once. Like we should each come up with a dish one time on the show and bring it,
Yeah.
and it's inspired by a Pokemon.
That is a good idea. That's a
And
good idea.
we just do a taste test on the show, and like we can explain the taste and stuff, and we have to guess the
Pokemon?
type, guess the type and the Pokemon. Like the type is 1 point, Pokemon's worth like 2
That's an
points.
awesome idea. You could set it up in the kitchen.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could just have it in the
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I guess we could do a video version.
Yeah, and we
as
could
well.
just all taste it and see, like, like I might have like a Pikachu one. And it's like yellowy, but it's like electric. So maybe
That
it's
would
like,
be 1 hour.
He's like a taser in there.
yeah.
Our video viewers would benefit most from that one. So
Yeah.
if you
Well,
ever want
we'll
to
see.
see that, go let us know on
But yeah.
Things have to be dairy free.
Well, come check out our YouTube page because we might have done it already. If you're
Change.
listening to this in the future, the
Ooh,
future.
the future.
Exciting.
What's it like? What's it like out there?
Oh my gosh! I can't believe we have flying cars.
Whoa,
So.
man, that nuclear fallout was rough.
Oh,
yeah.
rough in the
eye.
Next, please. So for today, for our warm-up game, we're doing
I miss
15-second scene, 1-minute scene, and 3-minute scene. There's
We have
probably
a
a
Pepsi now.
better name for that, but we're improvising a 15-second scene, and then from that scene, we're gonna flesh it out to 1 minute long. And then from that 1 minute, we're going to flesh it out to a 3-minute long scene.
And then from that 3-minute scene, we're going to flesh it out to an hour.
Yeah.
Or we could do 6 minutes if we get a good thing going. I don't know. So, okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
So, Okay.
Wait, what?
So
We're gonna go with it. You got 15.
Okay.
Oh, you got the timer on your phone?
yeah, I do.
Sick.
So I'll just be like, ding, 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 ding.
So are you in the scene, Dennis, or are you on timer? Or are you both?
Oh, I was like, I'll just do both.
Okay, 6.
Unless maybe I don't know. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, look at that meow from the grass.
Oh,
Meow,
that's
meow,
crazy.
meow,
Look at
meow,
that.
meow.
Man. Oh, no, don't go up that
Meow,
tree,
meow,
meow. That's so
scratch,
tall.
scratch.
No! Oh, no.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
Oh, you're a Dr. Meowths?
I am a Doctor
Meow.
Meowth
Meow.
doctor.
I
Oh,
am.
he's going to save the meow.
Here's a
And
gun!
Scene. Let's say we. No gun.
I got that in.
Oh my
You got
gosh.
it, yes.
All
I
right,
got it.
fine.
God. Throw back to
Fine.
Legend of Teeny.
So now this is the 1 minute scene.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ah, it's a lovely day walking through the Viridian Forest.
Oh, I do enjoy a good forest, don't you, Clive?
I certainly do, Timothy.
Oh, look, it's a meow.
Oh, wow, see that meow over there?
Meow.
I
No,
could-
don't go up that tree, meow.
Where
No, it's too tall,
I
meow.
want to catch you, meow.
No, it's too tall, meow. No, look. Oh, no, the beedrills, the beedrills. Oh, my God.
Just
the
coming in,
beedrills.
meow.
Oh, my God.
No, you're
this
gonna be
poor
okay.
meow. This meow is
It's
gonna-
falling,
No,
meow's falling.
That damn beedrill. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, I just heard a Meowth in trouble. I am a Meowth doctor and
A
I will
Meowth?
save it.
The
Meowth
the
doctor.
meow's it's broken its leg, it looks
Oh,
like.
Doctor,
okay,
please
I
save
will
the Meow.
I will fix it up at once.
Do you have any potions or anything?
I do have some
to-
potions.
You got a potion?
Let me just spray it.
Oh, it's really good.
Do you feel better, Meow?
How's that,
Meow,
meow?
meow,
Do you want some berries?
meow.
Do you want to join my team? I got a Pokeball.
Oh my god, is that a gun?
Wait, the Meowth is a gun!
Why is the meow got a gun?
Oh my god! Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, please don't hurt us! Don't hurt
Pokeball
us!
go!
No.
Pokeball go!
End scene.
Alright, now 3.
We gotta stretch it out to 3 minutes.
I got the mic started falling.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hey Timothy.
Hi, Clive.
I thought it'd be really nice if we could like have a walk
Yeah,
together.
go for a little stroll.
Yeah.
Have you got your Pokemon with you?
Yeah, I got my my
Oh,
Squirtle.
I got my Cubone. Do you have any spare balls?
I only have Pokeballs. I don't have any like Great Balls or anything.
Oh, that's fine. Just in case you want to catch something.
Yeah.
Great balls, get your great balls.
Hi.
there.
Oh.
I'm selling great balls.
Oh
Would
yeah.
you
Can
like
I?
some?
Yeah. Can I buy?
you
Just like,
go.
how many do you want?
How much are they?
They are free.
They're free.
Yeah.
Seems away. I
Dad,
don't trust
How,
this.
how old are you?
guy.
Take the great balls.
I'm gonna rent Clive.
Yeah. Let's run. Okay, let's get out of here.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, right. Oh, Clive, where are we?
This is a really nice part of the forest.
Meow, meow.
Oh, look. Whoa, there's a meow.
I've never seen a meow in a lot before.
Oh, my I love Persian. I've seen him on TV.
Oh, with that awesome guy Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni, great
Giovanni
guy.
is Persian, yeah.
Scratch.
God.
I'm gonna give it a little
Scratch.
script. I'm gonna give it a little script.
Should I?
Meow, meow.
Should I catch this meow?
Meow.
That'd be great. Oh, oh, it's running up the tree.
Let's go to the tree. Oh,
Meow,
no.
meow,
Oh,
meow,
No.
meow.
no.
I can't see him. I don't think I can aim.
That's a big tree, meow.
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 There's beedrills behind you.
Meow.
Because, oh no! Oh no!
Oh, no.
It's coming. It's falling.
No, meow, no.
Oh my God, it's
He's
falling.
falling for so long.
Maybe we could catch. Oh, it's too
Boom.
late.
Oh, should I? Well, I guess I should throw a Pokeball,
I think
right?
well, it's really hurt though.
Okay, I guess we should
Take
try.
advantage of
I heard a Meowth in trouble.
Yes.
Oh.
I am a Meowth doctor and I will
Meowth
save
doctor.
this Meowth creature.
Do you have a potion?
Wait.
I do
Well,
have
what's
potions.
your qualification?
Well, I went to Stanford and then I was doing a
Wait,
arts
Stan-
degree, but then I changed my mind
Doctor,
because
this
I
Meowth is
wanted to
sick.
help people. And so when I did that, oh sorry.
This Meowth has got a broken leg, doctor.
Oh right, it's oh my gosh,
How do
there's
we know
bones.
he's a doctor though?
Oh, because he said his
I'm
name
a
is
doctor. Here, let me show you my
Okay.
doctor's badge.
Oh, there you go. He's got it.
It seems to check out to me. Can you be quiet
Yeah,
over there, meow?
I have a lot of hair. Yeah, it was a phase I was going through.
Okay.
Just use a potion, please, doctor.
Oh right, there's bones sticking out. Okay.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
Meow, meow.
I don't think he likes that. Wait. Why has he got a gun?
Oh my god.
Wait.
Why does that meow
Whoa.
have a gun? Oh my! I'm
please
sorry.
don't hurt us.
No.
Please don't hurt us.
I just wanted to catch you.
Look,
want some
we don't want any trouble.
What do you want?
We'll
Meow,
just
meow,
we're just
meow,
gonna.
meow.
Should I try to catch the mouth? Does anyone?
Give it a. Oh,
Okay. Okay.
See what it wants.
Do you have any poffins? Maybe it likes poffins.
Meow. Do you want some berries?
Meow.
Berries?
Okay.
We'll give you all our berries.
I got
Who
some
wants our
berries. I
berries?
got some
Okay, let's give
berries.
him our berries.
Here's some berries, meow.
Slowly
meow,
reach into my
meow.
pocket. I have a Pokeball. Okay.
Don't try anything funny, kid.
Try and catch it. Go, Clive. Do it.
I spent too long in medical school for this.
One.
I'm throwing the ball.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Clive!
Clive! If only I didn't study doctoring of
Stay with me,
meows and I could and did
stay with
people
me.
as well.
Take my Squirtle.
Stay with me, Clive. I'll take.
Raise the Meowth as your own.
I'll treasure your Squirtle forever and ever, Clive.
Oh, Goodbye.
Mouth got
And
caught.
ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
what
ding,
good
ding.
timing.
That was sick. Do you want to
I
do
like.
6?
I like
No.
to. I like to imagine the mouth got caught.
Yeah, you shot me, but the ball caught you.
Yeah, that's what I like to think.
I now have.
It was like the
I
Great
got-
Gatsby.
I have the murderer of my best friend in my pocket.
You're like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I could do so much with you.
Cuts to you just like trying
In
to
a
stab.
canal. Cat in
throw it
bag
off a
in the
cliff.
canal. Yeah.
You bury it in a hole. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
That was enjoyable. I
That
like
was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
So now we get into the episode.
Hey, we should actually ask whether the audience hated that or liked that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shouting.
Audio
Yeah.
listeners probably trying to walk down the street being like, oh, this is how?
As you can tell,
Maybe
we
they'll
are
picture it in the
professional
heads.
theater
Yeah.
actors.
Yeah,
We're-
professional.
It's like we did a bat, which is like an improv term for like a thing in the dark.
For a flying creature.
Yes.
Yes.
Zubat.
We've actually all been paid to do theater, so clearly you can see that.
We are professionals.
So this is mysterious mention.
I miss you, Timothy.
I'm probably going to say Doug Trio a lot because I kept doing that all morning.
Wait, instead of Ditto, you'll say Doug Trio.
I kept doing that this
That's
morning.
interesting.
That's all right. We'll forgive you.
And then the episode starts with the gang, Ash gang,
Ash
walking
gang.
through the weird thing, nice weather, and then the narrator jinxes the weather.
Yeah, it just starts raining. What is this, Wellington? Literally comes out of nowhere. And
And
it's
that's
like,
crappy ass weather.
It's just
slamming
like, it's
down.
just like 3 episodes in a row with bad weather is involved.
yeah. So
Sure.
they take shelter in
yeah.
a mansion.
You mentioned.
Yeah.
They find like an abandoned. It's like looks abandoned.
It looks
Yeah,
like
it looks a bit run
no
down.
one's there.
there's
yeah.
like a stage, a theater space, and above it there's like a thing that says imitate a house.
Imitate house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
And then what? There's 2 Pikachu.
Yeah, they find
Whoa.
they find another Pikachu,
Yeah, crazy.
and it's got a weird looking face.
It does really
It's
weird.
Little bug.
I
little
wonder, is that
pinhole
face
eyes.
like on any memes?
Yes. That face,
Potentially.
actually, just to go into it, like this, the Ditto. Well, spoiler alert, it's a Ditto.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
whoa! In Ditto's
and Ditto's
Mysterious
serious
Mansion,
mention.
Not on, Dennis.
a Pokemon that's known to transform into other Pokemon. is in this
Sometimes I
episode.
want to go into an. I was thinking about for this one, and I thought about it a couple episodes back. It'd be nicer sometimes to not know what the title of the episode was going to be,
Yeah.
because that episode would have been. This episode, the reveal would have been way more interesting
Yeah,
if I
for
didn't
sure.
know it was going to be a
Oh
Ditto.
yeah.
But I knew it was going to be a Ditto straight from
Yeah.
the beginning.
Mhm.
It's fun facts.
So like that Ditto face, I think it was quite interesting because in this episode, it's like that face is supposed to be like an abnormality, but the Pokemon company is like kind of taking it on as like, yeah, it's a Ditto. Like that's what Dittos do. They transform, but their faces kind of still stay the same.
We should mention that the Pikachu's face is now just like 2 very simple lines for eyes
It's
and
an
like a very
ooh
simple
face.
smile. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Well,
all like
so
proper facial
What you're
features are
saying,
gone.
Dennis, is because you can put a Ditto on with any Pokemon and it'll breed with it. So when your Pokemon is getting it on with the Ditto Pokemon, its face just looks like that face.
Well, that's an interesting question because then that raises a question of would you engage with someone
No.
who had like
Wherever this is going, I
who had like
think it should stop.
like physically
No.
had like the body of I don't know your ideal body type,
No.
but then the face was like the Ditto face.
No, because I know it's a Ditto.
Well, let's say it's not a Ditto.
I
it's
think
just
your answer is going to be the most interesting here.
Yeah, can we get your answer,
Yeah,
please?
what's
Well,
your answer?
I feel like this
Yeah.
is like that. Like, do people have sex with their Dittos?
well, I think
I hope
if I
not.
You hope
Because we
not.
know from this episode, the Ditto can turn in.
To some other things.
It can turn probably into anything. If
Yeah.
it can turn into a cannon, it can turn into a
Yeah,
human.
they explain
Yeah.
it that it reorganizes its cells. However, it turns into inanimate objects which don't have cells.
I get the book because
So-
I guess paper kind of has cells because it's from a tree.
Yeah, but cannon was a bit.
Does
interesting.
paper, does paper have plant cells?
I don't know.
No.
I-
Paper does it?
well, I mean, you have Pokemon.
That's actually really
yes,
interesting.
it does.
I mean, you have
No. They would,
We
they'd
have
like
sword
rot.
I ain't got a
Pokemon.
clue.
yeah, you've got sentient metal.
Paper have plant cells.
I don't know.
That's
So-
interesting.
Well, I guess it's
Does it?
like a level
right.
of
Possibly.
can Ditto consent or does Ditto want it?
But people can talk to their Pokemon, so Ditto would be able to consent, right? Plus, like, well, Ditto must. Okay, well,
This
then
episode just started.
the conversation of a Ditto can consent also then must be in place when can your Pokemon that you put into a Poke Center with a Ditto to
Yeah.
have sex with
Yeah.
to breed?
Yeah.
that Pokemon
Yeah,
thinks
is
it's having...
the Ditto like tricking?
Exactly,
them?
yeah. As the Ditto trick, say you put it like with Charmander, that Charmander or Charizard thinking it's gonna have sex with the Charizard, but really it's being like
It would.
it's being tricked by a Ditto.
Or is
That-
it?
is that-
In saying
yeah.
that though, you're breeding, so like it's doing the purpose.
Yeah, but
isn't
is
it?
that is that Pokemon being
Because
tricked?
that like
like
that, there's like a lot of weird questions because there are Pokemon that have been shown to have like are incredibly intelligent or like able to like figure out. They're very self-aware.
Yeah.
And then how does that work with Ditto? Or is it that the Ditto just transforms into a really banging version of that species?
Yeah, well, because like that Ditto, because Dittos know and obviously somehow gain the mindset of a Pokemon when they turn into that Pokemon, right? Because it can do all the moves.
Yeah.
So if it turned into a human, then it
Could
would
it
be
live a
able to
human
do
life?
everything that a
Well-
human could do.
Well, we've seen it in Detective Pikachu. Dittos can turn into humans.
Yeah.
It is canonical.
So
canon.
and
you
that
think-
that human probably had sex then if it was made, to keep up its appearances.
Yeah.
Damn, Ryan Reynolds.
Like going on dates and stuff. Do you think Mystique is a Ditto?
No, Mystique's Mystique, Dennis.
Six is a
Yeah. Oh, okay.
From X-Men.
Yeah.
from X-Men.
Oh.
But she can like transform into people.
It's a changeling.
But yeah,
Does she
it's like-
transform into books?
No.
Pic-
But I mean that
pictures
would
and
that would be an
cannons?
interesting like
But there's like a
thing.
superhero in The Boys on Amazon Prime, which like he's like this like real like big like grossy kind of guy, but he turns into all these attractive women and stuff, and then like tricks people into having sex with them.
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
And that's like, but like that's the same conversation as Ditto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
And speaking of which, they're the
It's
Wonder
gross, too.
Twins, and like one of them can turn into a bucket, and one of them turns into a water, like a body of water.
Mm.
And so like,
There's classic Wonder Pets,
yeah.
Wonder Pet, Wonder is that one? Oh,
The guinea pig and like the
And
show.
Paw Patrol.
Gonna save the
We don't talk about
something.
Paw Patrol on this podcast.
So okay, we meet the Pikachu, and then
We meet
Duplica shows up.
Yeah, we meet the Ditto
Well,
Chew.
dressed up as Ash.
Yeah,
right?
and
Yeah.
using Ash's
This looks like a bit like a Ditto. This Chingling
It does,
It's
the
flashy.
face does.
the
Chingling,
face
Oliver.
looks like a Ditto though.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Should we show it?
And then
Chingling. Yeah, it's a Chingling. But yeah,
so
it
figure
like a
out it's
Ditto.
her Ditto, and it's funny because Brock isn't
Bell.
interested in her because she's too young.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
So
was.
we
I
learned
feel like
Brock
that was
likes-
unnecessarily
It was
weird
weird.
line.
It was
It's
a
like-
weird line.
It's
Yeah.
so because like maybe they're like, at the point where it's like,
I think-
it's a female character. Brock has to say,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly that. And then like when Brock hasn't done that, they kind of felt like we should probably explain why.
Because I guess she
Yeah.
doesn't look that much younger or older than the other
No.
girls. That
She
he's
looks
kind
like
of
No.
yeah,
hit
but she,
on, I
yeah.
guess.
I don't know. She looks pretty.
She
For me,
looks young, I
it's
guess.
the height. She's smaller than Misty.
Yeah.
She's the same height as Ash. I
So-
guess that's the giveaway.
Brock likes the older woman. That's
Well, good sign.
That's the takeaway from that. Yeah, that's
But,
better
like,
than the alternate.
It was weird how he could like it's like men's intuition.
yeah, that was a weird.
That
one.
was
like-
weird. That was a
like
weird
I was
one.
like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they're like, oh, who's that over there? And Brock's like, it's a girl.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like men's intuition.
Yeah.
It means intuition.
It was interesting how when Duplica was trying to kind of hide her face, she kind of resembled Ash from the Pokemon trainer Red from the Red, Blue, Yellow games, like how he has his
Oh,
hat
that's
down.
True. Yeah, it did
Mm.
look like that.
And then, so then the Ditto, and we find out that the Ditto can't change its face, and she calls him Ashy Boy, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
yeah, boy.
And actually, there's a shot. I have no clue what was being said. And maybe something was cut out or changed from the Japanese dub. But Misty has a really weird facial expression at one point, like her
Oh,
face,
like her
her eyes are like all
yeah.
round. Yeah, why does she look like that?
I don't
Because
know.
nothing's happened.
I didn't catch it.
I didn't catch that.
I think
either.
that
thought
was
it like
no. I know what you mean. She
Yeah.
had like this kind of like
crazed,
off model
angry-
expression.
Yeah, it was like
I think it was like it might have been like a line, but it was sometimes like I think the animators they just have like
Have fun.
they have fun with it.
yeah, because it's really like weird. It's like didn't
Yeah.
suit the mood. And then Ash kind of disses Ditto because all it
Yeah.
can do is transformation. He's like,
Ash is
Yeah.
being like really close-minded.
yeah,
I
because
would
he's
say.
like, what? You only get one Pokemon that can only do one move? Like that's lame. Like, why you want to train a Pokemon that can do heaps of moves?
Yeah,
That's-
Okay.
but then it
Ash-
gets explained.
Yeah, well, Ash gets
Yes.
wrecked in the fight.
They have a
Yeah,
battle.
they have a good battle. Ash
Yeah.
sends out Bulbasaur, Duplica,
Oh,
Ditto,
yeah.
of course. Ditto transforms into Bulbasaur.
Did
Hi.
you notice there was an interaction between Bulbasaur and the two Bulbasaur that was like pretty much used in the movie, like rather Razorleaf and
Divine
Vine
Whip.
Whip. Yeah,
Oh.
it happens.
Oh,
with-
cool.
You know? Do you remember? with the
big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers,
Yeah.
guys.
Spoilers.
Come see us talk about the first Pokemon movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Fringe
on March
2020.
20th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
J&M's Fast Food in Wellington, New Zealand.
Very
for
limited seating.
Fringe 2021.
We're already half sold out, right?
Find
Yeah.
the tickets online at fringe.co.nz. Look for the Dexperience podcast. The Dexperience live podcast.
Dexperience, the live podcast.
podcast.
Just
Right.
search Dexperience and it should show up on
Just
the
search
Fringe
Dex
website.
and we'll probably be the first one.
Yeah, it's true.
It's probably on the front page, really.
Should be.
Well, it's random. They switch.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were at one.
random.
Yeah, they switch.
Got him. But yeah, that fight was kind of cool, and Ash was like really defeated.
Yeah, he
Oh,
can
he
see.
got-
He was like really hurt.
He got
beat
sad.
up.
Yeah, he got
so
depressed.
Duplica owned him.
So I know it's explained in the episode as we go on, but like when I first saw it, this time, I was like, oh, Duplica's like part of some sort of aristocracy, because like I was like, how did she get a mansion, and how is this place called Imitate House? Like I was like, oh, it's like maybe it's like from like this kind of, you know, the art of imitation has been passed down through generation to generation.
Yeah, she's a bit of like a trickster.
Yeah, so she says like she came across this house
Yeah.
and turned it into a theater.
Someone owned it and was like, oh, okay, I guess I don't own it anymore.
It's like
crazy.
it gives credence to that fan theory that like Pokemon is set in like a post-apocalyptic Earth.
What? I haven't heard that.
Well, it's
theory.
like it's the idea of like, you know, it was irradiated and Pokemon came out from.
I've
animals.
never heard that. That's
Really?
crazy.
It fits with like Japanese shows, because that's the whole thing with Godzilla. Irradiated
Right.
message from bombs and nuclear
Yeah.
testing.
And like they live in towns that are like tiny, small settlements, even though their technology is like way high and above.
But then we see future shows where there's big cities. I guess you can cut that down to a timeline. But
Yeah,
then
like you
Ash
can.
stays the same age all the time.
If you notice, like I feel like technology and also the density of these towns increase as the
Without a
episodes
doubt.
go.
But that's just to match our real world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also they can like fit more in there and have the game run still well.
You know, a show that does an excellent job of that is Adventure Time, where it's post-apocalyptic, but they just do it subtly.
Yeah.
But like in the background, there'll be like tanks and
That
like
was-
broken buildings.
Same
just in
with
the background.
Samurai Jack.
Mm.
Oh, yeah?
Samurai Jack is so good.
Yeah.
Oh my, I really want to watch it all again.
Did you watch the last
Nah,
season?
I haven't watched last season yet.
Yeah.
It's so good though. It's such a good show. There's
It's
a game coming out that's meant to be really good.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Dope. That's cool.
There's-
So after the battle, Brock kind of goes to Ash and tries to console him,
Yeah.
being like, Duplica must be some sort of master trainer, because to be able to learn all these moves and all these other Pokemon, to
You
have
gotta know
that knowledge
everything.
in that branch, needs to know all of this. So
Yeah. Ash is
losing
real
that battle
salty though.
wasn't a bad thing.
Ash is salty as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Ash though. I guess.
He because they go backstage and she dresses up as all these different people. She dresses up
Oh,
as Joy, Jenny. What hats are they wearing?
Misty.
Harry?
Misty.
Oh, Joy had an orange cross. I don't remember Jenny's.
Oh my.
No,
I was wondering if you'd pick up on it on this
Yeah.
episode because it's only like
I did. Oh, I'm sorry, fans.
Are those
Oh.
are those colors we've also already seen?
Never meet
They
your
were.
heroes,
They were
folks.
definitely ones we've seen.
because they repeat lines that we've heard. Because Jenny says the line from the poaching episode,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and I can't remember.
Yeah,
Joy
you're
just
arrested
says-
for poaching or
Yeah,
something.
I don't remember what Joy
Cool.
says. And then obviously Brock's like, oh, she doesn't capture that adult charm, which is just weird.
Oh, cool.
That is a weird thing to say. Did you notice that Duplica's wearing the Steven Universe's shirt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we pointed that out when we watched it.
I didn't notice that. I
Yeah.
didn't
Well,
catch-
it's like,
we should do
Steven-
Steven. This is a movie, right?
yeah.
We should do Steven.
You need to
But
watch the
you
series
need to watch the
first.
show.
I've
watch
seen
the
only
movie.
like the first season and a bit.
You should watch it. It's so good.
Yeah,
actually.
I really want to.
We should do, if you want, we could do it for the experience. If you want to see Steven Universe, let us
Yeah,
know.
well, Steven
Yeah, I've
was-
never seen it, but
Yeah.
I'm really into those kind of shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I remember when it was first coming out, and I was like, watched it the day it came out in
Wow.
New Zealand, and then I was like, oh, this looks okay. So I did that thing. We just got
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice guy, so you could record
The green button that was
yeah,
record
so you could record it
series.
every time it came out, and I watched the whole first season. It was pretty
Damn.
good. But yeah, so yeah, she tells us then her backstory, which is like and she had used to put on a show with Ditto.
Jenny's hat is a star.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Did
Thank
you
you.
just scrub through the Netflix?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she tells us her backstory, and I thought it was funny as how she used to pretend to be Pokemon for the first half
Yeah,
of
it's
the
really
show.
so
cool.
funny.
The one that stood out to me was her being a seal.
I really
It's
like
really good.
I like the Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur
like the
is good as
horsey.
well. Horsey was great.
Have people
yeah.
made those costumes? People should.
A missed opportunity.
They were
Sure.
awesome. They were really
Yeah.
cool.
I know that people. Duplica is quite a fan favorite character.
Yeah,
she
she's
is
really
cool.
cool.
She is really cool.
Mm.
Do you know what we should do actually? Because it's a theater thing for Dexperience one day. You know, we should try as a full-on show to do the Pokemon musical.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Should.
We would get sued.
No, try
Yeah.
get the rights. No, get the rights.
We can get
do
the
like
rights.
do like an official.
Do Nintendo own it?
Yeah, they probably do.
Do like
They
an
do,
official
we've got to go.
Pokemon musical show, like somewhere
They
like
might
one
have
of
sold
the
it.
theaters in Wellington.
Could do
That
it.
would sell out in
That would
Wellington.
Sell.
That would sell. That would like.
We
You
could
let
do
us know,
We
Dexter.
could do a parody, but I don't think we
I'm
could
gonna
put it
research
on.
this.
Find out who
tonight.
owns it.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
try get we. I can't imagine it could be that.
It can't be. It can't be too
Do you
expensive.
know that we should do
it can't be right. It just can't
Have
be.
you seen? Have
Get
you
the
seen
rights
it?
for it.
Or the
I've heard some of the
shots,
songs from there.
The
Are they any good?
what is the?
It's
bootleg?
terrible. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I want to do it.
But imagine, like, because like you could probably like try like rough, like, and people know it. It's notoriously
We could
bad.
have so much
Yeah.
fun
Oh
with
my
it.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna research that.
Thank you, Harry.
Yep. We'll get back to you on that, Dex's.
Jam.
God.
But
Stay
and
tuned.
then-
Yeah.
Stay
So
tuned. Stay
the
tuned.
first half of the show goes
Stay
really
Dexperience.
well, and then Ditto just lets it down,
Yeah.
which is really
Well,
sad.
I was like, they bring a Pokemon up, and then the Ditto transforms into like an exact copy besides the face.
The face.
But-
And then the guy's like, that Pokemon's not
Yeah,
transforming.
the audience
It's
was
lousy."
so
So-
judgmental.
Yeah,
I
they
was
were
like, that's
harsh.
still pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I
They
think.
bring
Definitely.
up the most masculine Pokemon, the Machoke.
Yeah.
And Ditto got the body nailed, but the face looks so.
And I think it would be funny as well
So
if
funny.
it would have been funny if Duplica tried to imitate it as well. So there was 3 of them on
No,
stage.
that'd be good.
That would have been funny. Then maybe that's her closing act.
So the audience shits on it pretty much, and
Real
makes
bad.
Duplica and Ditto sad, and they stop getting audiences.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because like she's really good,
Mm.
but she doesn't want to do it without Ditto. So like Ditto's holding her back in a way,
Mm.
which that
Poor-
can't make the Ditto
The
feel
poor
good.
splodge.
Well, it's like he's trying his best, right?
Splodge.
Poor splodge.
It's like she wouldn't be doing the show without Ditto as well.
Do you know what's messed up actually? What Ditto does?
What?
He blows the whole theater up.
Oh yeah, because it transforms into a Voltorb.
Oh, he does.
He
He's,
does.
Yeah,
He
he
goes-
self-destructs as a Voltorb.
He
Yeah.
blows up a bomb in the theater. That's messed
Sure,
up.
yeah.
And
People
you
could've
see
died.
the audience is all like on their backs, like with swirly eyes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, theaters are fire hazards because
Yeah.
of all those curtains and hot lights and like tight spaces and old like
He
infrastructure.
committed
Why
a
you
crime.
fireproof
That's
your
why
stuff.
you need fire wardens and OH&S and no candles.
Do you guys know the theory of Dittos? What
Yeah.
they are?
That do tell.
That they're primordial.
So Dittos. So in the original games, of course, Dittos are found in Cinnabar Island in the Pokemon Mansion.
Of course.
The Pokemon Mansion is where the experiments of Mew were taking place,
Mhm.
with the scientists to create Mewtwo.
Okay.
So the theory is that Dittos failed attempts of cloning Mew for Mewtwo.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why, and the theory that stands it is that they're both pink, both the shiny forms are blue, and they're the only 2 Pokemon that can learn transform.
Can Mewtwo learn transform?
Yeah.
No, Mew. Mew.
Oh, cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Mew can learn every TM
move. Yeah.
move. So it's like it
So
can.
That's the theory on Dittos. I kind of buy it. I kind of buy it.
I think
That's pretty
I
good
saw
theory.
something recently
What was
where
your
one of the
theory?
creators addressed that theory
Yeah.
and said that it wasn't true. But
That's a
I
lie.
gotta find it. I'm fact
It's-
checking.
It's a lie.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
I mean, yeah, there are lots of fan theories about like why
Oh,
Ditto
here we go.
exists.
Mm.
I mean, Ditto's like a version of the slime
Flubber.
monster archetype
Yeah.
in RPGs.
Yeah, like Chew Jellies or
Literally just slime in Dragon Quest.
yeah. Well, what are they called in Final Fantasy?
Slimes, I think, right? Sometimes they have different names. Flan. They're flan.
Flans. Yeah,
Yeah.
Flans. Yeah.
Series director Junichi Masuda, who has worked at Game Freak since
Mhm.
before Gen 1, he was directly asked, saying that, there's in 2016 interview, that there's a rumor about this rumor that the Pokemon Ditto was a failed attempt at cloning a Mew. And Junichi Masuda said that it was the first time he'd ever heard of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nah,
I know.
deep state.
Bullshit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
he,
balls.
well, but he was like
Yeah.
working on.
Conspiracy.
He was working on. He
Bullshit.
was only working on the music at that point.
So what does he
So
know?
maybe maybe still it could have
Lies.
been.
Yeah.
But
Masuda,
someone who worked at the company didn't.
I'm about to get you. We need to ask Satoshi Tajiri, the guy who
Yeah.
created them,
Yeah.
because he'll have the answer.
You were
Mm.
there.
Call him up.
There's
All right,
You got his
I
I don't.
got him on speed dial.
went and saw him when I met up with Masuda.
For the
Oh.
band episode.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
from the
Yeah.
last one.
When you had you went to get you to,
get
Japan
access
to get
to it,
access to
yeah.
the
Oh
band
no,
episode.
Shigeru
Miyamoto.
Miyamoto.
Yeah, Miyamoto. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which for
Yeah.
some reason he had the Pokemon
Ah,
episode,
yeah,
even
yeah,
though
yeah,
he's
yeah.
affiliated with
You
Mario.
telling me? I bet he could probably get anything Pokemon he wanted.
I hung out with him,
100%,
Satoshi
yeah.
Tajiri, and also No.
Don't.
I was gonna say
know
the
what you're gonna say.
Yakuza.
Oh,
The
I think I was gonna say
I was
Yakuza?
gonna say, well,
Actually, you know, if you
Well,
think
I was
about it,
gonna say
Nintendo
Hawaii.
probably have had some sort of connection to the Yakuza at some point in their history.
Sad.
Like, because it's just like such an ingrained company that's been around for hundreds of years. Surely at some point.
Yakuza's like the mafia type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought the game Yakuza 0 and I played about an hour of it. And the thing I enjoyed the most during it was the karaoke segments in the game.
Did you have to sing yourself?
No, you don't sing. It's like rhythm. But it's really funny.
Do you know what I think is going to make a comeback? Tangent on a tangent. Guitar Hero.
well, you think it's gonna have a
the
comeback?
nostalgia
It
factor.
has to have a comeback. I'd buy it. I'd buy it instantly.
Why?
That's the reason I
Freaking
learned
loved
guitar.
Guitar Hero. It's so good, and it's good because like 2-player. Even if you just had, because we always just used to rent it out. You could have someone on the guitar, and it wasn't as fun, but you could have someone on the controller
Yeah.
as well, which was sick. So
I
you could
had
still play 2-player.
I had the DS one where you it's
Really?
like, it's like a
The
little
DS
grip
one.
thing like that. You hook it into
I
the
remember
GBA
that.
system, and you play on the touchscreen like that with the buttons here. It's really cool. It's really cool.
That's
My
crazy.
DS is a guitar.
That's what got me into music and learning instruments.
Wow,
Guitar
really?
Hero. I was like,
Wow.
it seems
That's
easy.
amazing.
And it's not easy.
There's like one that where you use like an actual guitar.
Yeah, Rocksmith.
Yeah, Rocksmith.
Ah,
But that
crazy.
was like when it was like on the verge of dying
Yeah.
out, and then it just.
But it has to make a comeback.
Um,
It has to.
We're
Yeah.
in the, we're in
We're in the episode, yeah.
She
Where
just
Team
explained.
Rocket appear.
She just explained that whole story, yeah, and then TR
Yeah,
showed
sad
up.
backstory. Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. We haven't had
Yeah,
we haven't had a Team Rocket out of nowhere.
Like
in a
raised up on
while.
the stage, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they were squatting in there.
Yeah, because like for the last ever since probably since the beginning, they've had like an explanation,
Right, for
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
in, yeah.
yeah.
but they kind of just come out of
was
nowhere.
Well,
nice.
it's,
It was nice
they do
surprise.
explain it in the episode why they kind of.
Oh yeah, but normally we see them before they do their announcement lately.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so they pop out. James sends out his good old boy Wheezing, who smoke screens the place.
Mm.
They're all coughing, and the smoke screen goes away, and Ditto is missing.
Not Ditto.
Not Ditto.
And then they go to and it cuts to a big Meowth house.
Like a safe house. type
Yeah,
thing.
really
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty
And
dope.
it was really funny. So
There's
this
scenes
is
coming up.
there's like a reference here to the band episode The Legend of Dratini.
Yes,
Mm,
yes.
Yeah, they
Um,
want Ditto to turn.
They still want Dratini.
So that's
yeah.
how they know about what a Dratini
Mm.
is because they were trying to look for one in one of the previous
So,
episodes
yeah,
that was banned.
Jesse's holding this book and is like, "Can you turn into this?"
And there's a picture of a Dratini in it,
And
just
the
like
Ditto struggles. I can't. And Jesse gets out a picture of a boy from her
Childhood?
school days,
like a
school
childhood
days.
crush.
Yeah.
she was like, "What does he look like now?"
And
As an adult,
she's like,
yeah.
"Ditto, can you transform into what he looks like now?" And then Ditto transforms into the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but the guy
So
in the photo
good.
has the Ditto face.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
so
so funny.
good.
What do you think she would have done if he had transformed into like
Probably
a
what we were
adult
talking about
version?
earlier.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what-
click on
You
that.
didn't?
That's so good.
And then after there's like
What
the
team-
book with Dratini
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, transform into this. Come on, Ditto." And
And
Ditto
'cause they
transforms
wanna
into
impress-
the book.
Into the book.
we haven't actually met Giovanni properly yet. We've only
No,
ever
they
seen
have-
No.
We've seen him with his voice modulated or in
that's
the
it.
shadows.
because it is
version.
Giovanni
Yeah.
still, right? Like,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the game. Yeah.
It's this is I think the first the first and only I don't know if it's only but the first group boss fantasy.
Yeah, I thought so. Mouth's story is so sad.
Yeah.
How he was replaced by a
Wants to
Persian.
be the top cat.
He just wants Giovanni to give him pats.
Yeah,
That's
that's all he wants.
He
That's
just
all
wants-
Meowth
He's
wants.
Grisabella from
Give him what he
Cats.
wants.
Yeah,
Touch me.
he is.
Uh,
Giovanni just disrespects Meowth, and
It's really sad.
frankly, it's quite upsetting.
And so basically Jesse kind of uses negative reinforcement.
Yeah, so Ditto transforms into the Meowth, and then
Yeah.
Jesse kind of bullies it into fixing its
And
face.
Meowth threatens to scratch
Yeah,
it,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then it kind of like squiggles its face, and
Yeah.
it's perfect.
It's
Yeah.
spot on. Yeah,
I guess
It literally
the
does
lesson
this. It
here
like-
is that, and also the bottom line, my bottom line is that
Actually.
sometimes threatening mortal peril can be a good thing. Can
Well, you see that
improve a lot.
constantly, like in Dragon Ball, like his
Yeah.
friend dies, and that's how he becomes Super Saiyan for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
sad.
Negative reinforcement would actually be taking something away. Doesn't necessarily
All
mean
right,
like
psychology
bad,
man.
negative.
Oh, so then
means
what
like-
would
Like positive and negative, like positive reinforcement is like, oh, I'll give you some candy. Negative reinforcement would be like, oh, I'll take away this pain.
What about like
So-
taking away your
Can you
sense
say positive
of
punishment?
safety?
That would be positive. Oh, that's negative punishment probably.
Negative punishment. Oh, so
Yeah.
it's like
oh,
a
but you're
punishment.
you're trying to you're trying to punish the bad face. So, yeah, if it's like punishing having the bad face, and it'll
Yeah.
be like, so it'll be like, negative
So
punishment. I
negative
think
punishment. So negative punishment is
psychology.
Question for you guys: do you think Ditto would have ever been able to fix his face or their face? Sorry, without ever that threat from
It's an
Meowth?
interesting-
Sure.
That's true. Yeah.
It's interesting because it's like, you know, the idea of like pushing the bird out of the nest so that it can fly
Right.
because it's become
it's
quite
that
complacent.
Yeah, because like it would just always, she would have always been trying to train same things, and never have thought about that aspect of like it's
Intimidating it.
its
Yeah.
life. It was its life depended on it, so it did it like a bird falling out of a tree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It has to flap its wings.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll die.
Well, it's like, you know, us, the four of us, I guess, if we hadn't moved out from home, we wouldn't have like picked up certain life skills,
Yeah.
if you
Sure.
think about it.
Yeah.
So they've
yeah.
sent out, the Asher gang have sent out Pidgeot and Zubat
Pidgeotto.
to
Brock's Zubat.
Pidgeotto, sorry.
As
Classic.
surveillance, that was cool. It's,
To
Yeah.
patrol, yeah.
it's cool
The-
using them like
The
that.
blind
Yeah.
Pokemon for surveillance.
It's got sonar at least.
Remember when Brock just really randomly called that Zubat?
Yeah,
now
that
it
was
comes out
Jeez,
off
that was
screen,
like the
yeah.
third
That
or
was
fourth.
The
Mount
episode.
Mount Moon
Mount
episode,
Moon
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
fairies.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was.
So
ages
they
ago.
found and Pidgeotto and Zubat return, and they found something, and then they come up with a plan.
Like, Duplica's like, guys, I got a plan.
Yeah,
And I think we can know what that plan's going to be.
yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
We go to the house.
Do tell Harry.
And we see Jesse and James with a Ditto. Again, Meowth kind of abusing the Meowth Ditto. And bang, the motto starts. And it's the gang dressed up as Team Rocket.
This was
Doing
so-
the motto.
That was so.
That was so
Jesse
really
and
fun.
James are so upset about it.
All
Yeah.
four of them, Jesse and James, are fuming throughout.
Yeah.
They were getting the words wrong intentionally, just pissing them off.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
so
well-
good.
Okay, to protect the world from devastation,
To unite all people within our nation.
you guys, come on. To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
James.
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender
Surrender
now,
now.
but prepare to fight. Meowth, that is right.
Wobbuffet.
We did it.
Where does Wobbuffet in I have memories of Wobbuffet.
You dream of
I
Wobbuffet.
did like I thought he was there from the beginning.
That Pokemon doesn't exist right now.
Because
so-
he's so, like-
right now.
because he's so like ingrained with me in Team Rocket that like
Yeah.
I just know Wobbuffet
Wow,
should be there.
man.
But where is he?
He's getting there.
Yeah.
We'll
How
have to wait.
It's
and
actually-
see.
How far away is
Another
Wobbuffet?
5
You're
years.
wearing like Wobbuffet's colors.
It's actually quite a sad episode.
Hashtag where's
Wobbuffet
Wobba?
episode.
I guess.
Yeah.
Where's Wobbuffet?
So they arrive and Meowth. There are two Meowth that look almost identical to each other.
I thought this was really weird because they asked Ditto to come and both the Meowths say no. And I was like, why didn't Ditto just walk towards her? They had the perfect opportunity.
Stockholm syndrome.
That's true.
Yeah, had the perfect opportunity. Like I was like, this is like Ditto could have just
Yeah.
ran,
Yeah.
scratched
I don't
and
know.
ran, but
Plot
then
device.
it says no.
It was weird, eh? It was
It
weird.
was weird, yeah.
I was just like, you could have just saved a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, yeah. And there was this whole guessing game happened, right? Of, like,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was
It was
the
quite
actual-
vague.
So,
and then
yeah, after the
Duplica's like super. She's like super emotionally like thankful to Team Rocket. She's like,
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of shocked
Yeah.
that Team Rocket finally did something right.
and they're like, "I'm so thankful, thank you." And then Team Rocket apparently look very moved by this and give her back her Ditto, and then they
Yeah.
just jet off in the balloon. But then we find out
The
very
Meowth
quickly-
balloon. Is this like when was the last time we saw? Is this the first Meowth balloon?
No,
we've
I
had
don't
it
think
before.
so.
This
It's
is the
like
first
for
one in a while.
It's
Butterfree.
cool though. It's great.
Bye
balloon.
bye Butterfree. It was a Meowth.
We had it a long time before that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh yeah, they gave assumingly Duplica's Ditto, but alas, it's actually Meowth.
And Duplica knows.
Duplica knows, and Jesse and James
She's on
just
it.
were like, you know what? Goodbye, Meowth. We're
Yeah.
gonna leave you here.
Well, they just
Yeah.
gonna... I guess they assumed he would escape on his own.
Yeah, probably.
And then Duplica ferociously yeets me out.
Yeah.
Yeet! I even
Yes.
wrote yeet.
Yeah, she
and
does.
then Ditto yeets itself off the off the hot air balloon like so high, just launches off.
And just goes.
And
Splat.
Splat.
Like flubber.
No,
then-
it gets caught.
And they're like, well, we got to get you now. And they turn the mouth balloon has a cannon,
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh, when Duplica catches Ditto, it's like there's this cool spinning animation that was quite neat as well.
But yeah, then the mouth balloon has a cannon, which is just
Yeah,
wild.
it just
how is it holding that much weight?
Is that it's like it shoots out a net, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just in that.
Yeah.
But because of that cannon was seen, Duplica's Ditto then transforms into the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's not the same cannon though, is it? It's because
No.
this one's like a
but
war
it's like,
cannon.
I
Yeah,
guess
it's
here's
just
the
like-
idea. Let's transform.
It's even
into a cannon.
drawn slightly
Yeah.
differently to everything
Yeah.
else.
Right.
Pretty dope. It's pretty
And
cool.
then he can't make a cannonball, so,
Oh, so
they
Pikachu-
send Pikachu into a
Pikachu
little
and-
ball.
A
How
Pika
did-
missile.
How did Ditto like make hinges for himself?
Yeah, how did
Yeah.
Ditto
Themselves.
transform
How did they?
into
Do
a
they have to
cannon?
burn?
Fire.
Do they have to ignite Ditto to fire the cannon?
Does Ditto have gunpowder in him? Like,
Or did Ditto like use
Ditto
all of it?
solar
Did Ditto
gunpowder.
basically have to thrust
yeah,
Pikachu?
and
out?
is like
Hot.
is Ditto like
I think
is
these are
that metal
legitimate
like
questions.
feel like metal or is it like a fleshy
Squishy.
kind of
Mm.
look? Does
And,
it just look
maybe
like
he
that?
like basically pees out
yeah,
Pikachu, right?
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
broke the logic of Ditto for me a bit there, but
Oh,
Yeah.
but turning into
Yeah,
a
you
Pokemon
couldn't
Oh,
get,
yeah,
you
yeah,
couldn't
that's
get over
funny.
that. You couldn't get over for like a hot minute.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like this episode like was like fine, and then at the end it just went really crazy, like
Yeah.
a cannon,
Yeah.
and then and another cannon, and then Pikachu
Two in the
going
cannon,
into the
yeah,
cannon,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Crazy.
firing
It's
Pikachu.
bopping, yeah.
It just like went off the
And so
rails.
Pikachu like goes and
It's
like
bopping.
pretty
Boss
melts the
baby.
net with its electricity,
Yeah,
and then does
I
it?
think it's because the net's still connected to the cannon.
Yeah,
It electrocutes the.
Oh, yeah.
It travels up, and then because of that, the shock Meowth's claws like come out, and because Meowth's on the balloon at this point,
Yeah.
and then when that Meowth pops the balloon,
Oh,
And they go blasting off
off
again.
again.
Off again.
And then everyone's happy, and then like
Duplica's setting up her put up the sign, imitate house
Mm.
on the
reset it
outside.
up. They
Gotta
got it all
reopen.
nice and clean.
Very unsafe, I must say. She's just standing on top of that like free story ladder.
the
no
ni-
one's
it's the
help- no
90s,
one's
the
stealing
90s.
No
it
one's
from
holding
them.
it. They're leaving her on top of that ladder without like letting her come down or
As they
helping her
walk
come
off,
down.
the ladder just
She's
falls.
just
And then Ditto also turns into a Pikachu again,
With a
and it looks
Yeah.
like a perfect replica.
Yeah.
And then Ash can't tell which one his is.
Yeah, it's Scrub.
And Duplica's like, oh, you need to get better, basically.
Mm.
Duplica gets it straight away, and she knows which one's his.
Yeah. And she's like, Ash, you need to learn.
That must make Pikachu feel like absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
But like, the next show, he's like, Pika Pika. Like, no, you're not feeling that, mate.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think there are Ditto that just like are one Pokemon for their entire life? That just pretend to be a Pokemon?
Could be.
If its own life was like really sad, maybe.
A Ditto that doesn't like being a Ditto.
but it's like,
that
if
wants
you
to be a
could
Wartortle.
transform, would you spend your whole life in one form, or would you transform into
Mm.
multiple forms?
Well, I guess my nature would be to transform because it's like what I was born capable of doing.
So the Ditto would do that as well, right?
I guess, but then
That's an
there's
interesting like little like short film idea.
Yeah.
You know, like the day in life of a Ditto.
like a changeling or something.
yeah, like a strand, like a homeless Ditto. Like
I'm gonna
trying
do
to-
it.
Yeah.
That's an interesting little like.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Or like imposters like aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
Meowth, Meowth gets like shamed into dressing up as a Ditto at the end.
No,
No,
Dratini.
Dratini, sorry.
He's gonna-
Shut
yeah,
up.
it's so
That's
funny.
Yeah.
Poor,
They're
poor
trying to like
Meowth.
shove him in this Dratini costume.
Yeah.
And then he scratches the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like
He's like, no,
ow,
get out of here.
that hurt.
Yeah,
That
and
was
That's the end of Ditto's Mystery Mansion.
yeah.
So we got bottom lines.
Bottom lines.
Dennis said his,
yeah, I
but do you want to
said
repeat
mine,
yours, Dennis?
Threatening bodily harm can get good results.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't take that home, Dexter's.
Don't hurt anyone, Dexter's.
Yes.
Was that your bottom line? No. Go.
Bottom line, imitation lady is cool. What was her name? What's her name again?
Duplica.
Duplica.
Duplica was really cool. And yeah, Meowth is funny. Teehee.
Duplica and Ditto destroy dastardly do-gooders. I try to go for the alliteration.
What's
very,
that?
Very good.
What's
Yeah.
that line about imitation and art? Or
Imitation
imitates
is
life.
flattery.
no, it's like art is imitation is
Imitates
It's a-
history or something.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
something like that. That's
Yeah.
my bottom line.
Nice. Just whatever that saying is.
Whatever that imitation saying is, Dexter's, that's
Yeah.
what I'm leaving you with.
Imitation crab meat is actually alright.
I'm gonna try to Google it while
Damn.
you guys say.
Tastes right.
Any unsung heroes here? Good tweet.
Unsung hero of the week is it's got to go out to the book Ditto. A book with a smile on his face is the unsung hero of the week. I want to see that form as a Pokemon.
All right.
I want to have just a book as a Pokemon.
Pokebook.
Hey, keep your head held up high, King.
Yeah, King. Yeah, King.
My final.
Slay it.
Oh, here we go. Wait, so it is better. Oh, this isn't it, but this is good. It's better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. So you know that Ditto was always being original with its face,
Snaps. Exactly.
and then it just, but then it succeeded in
Got
its imitation.
shoehorned into
I don't
the
know. I
mainstream.
don't agree if that's like 100% true because imitating is a great like learning tool. Like it's great to like be inspired by other people and try and like see what their techniques were for instance.
But it's not imitating though. Imitating is trying to be the exact same.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that kind of shits on like tribute acts.
On what?
On tribute acts.
What's that?
Like
Oh, sorry, right.
tribute act.
I thought you meaning like a
Tribute
show.
acts. I thought you
I
said
thought you were saying like the
tribute
name of a show.
I thought you
or
said
something.
Trivia X or something.
I thought you said yeah.
What did you
I'm
say?
foreign.
Tribute acts.
Tribute acts.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like bands.
It's
Yes.
like
I
a.
thought you meant like an axe, and I
I
was
will-
like, is this some kind of Viking thing?
It's like
Harry?
a Rurajura kind of thing, or
Hey, how did you guys find the episode, Dex?
It's rough being foreign.
my final thought for this episode.
Unsung hero of the week goes up to Harry.
Yeah,
Keep your head held up high,
Keep your
champ.
head up high, Harry.
I liked Ditto. Ditto was cute, and Duplica was cute as well, and yeah, it was a really cute episode. It was cool seeing like all these cameos from Duplica, and she seemed like she was a boss ass bitch. You know, she's starting up her own business. and
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I'll give you
And
that.
she's a theater person, like all of us.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
guys have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I thought Duplica was an awesome character, and that the kind of flashback of her just trying on, she was on the stage with all the different costumes and everything. That was so funny.
That was
That was
really
so
good.
cool. Yeah, I really loved that. I'd love to see her again, but I just know for sure that we 100% never will. Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we will see. We shall see.
Yeah.
I
You'll be
love
pleasantly surprised.
I love Ditto as a Pokemon, and I'm so glad it gets its own episode. It's just such a unique little splooge of a thing. It's
Great
a
competitive.
little tiny pink gelatin like being that just is so fun and so wild.
Yeah.
And this episode really captured that, and it also made you feel for the Ditto too.
Mm.
So I'll give this episode a 7.34 out of
I don't think we've ever rated an
9.2.
episode.
7.34 out of 9.2.
Yes.
Okay.
What is this? Lunchtime with Smosh?
I think
8 burgers out of
I
16.
like this episode is really good. Like,
It's not a good score.
Duplica is one of those characters of the days, like a couple of the other ones we've had, like
The
like the
warden?
guy who whipped his Pokemon,
AJ.
AJ, and maybe even like Damien, who's a dick, but you kind of want to know, like you kind of want him to be like
Great one-off
punished again.
character.
so you
Yeah,
kind of
for
want to
sure.
see him again.
Yeah.
They're one of those characters in that we know the character of the days who we've seen, who we know we won't see again, which is sad, but you
Yeah.
want to see again.
Mm.
Yeah.
There are a lot, you know, like a lot of characters, and I think like, you know, there's a lesson there about enjoying the times we have with people, the friends that there's,
Yeah, but
you
this
know,
is an anime, so they just have to
our-
draw them.
our first interactions with our friends, you know,
But yeah, definitely.
or like people that we know.
But like, I think that's like
Guys.
That's good though, because like it's good that she's only in there once. Because if she's in it again and it's a crappy episode, then, like,
right.
that's
Yeah.
all we remember Duplica as is like
Mm.
she had a really good episode and then the second episode was garbage. A bit like I'm gonna say it, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Her first introduction is really cool, and then that second episode that she's in, the third one in that trilogy, they kind of like they build this kind of cooler thing up, but the execution of her third appearance isn't as good.
Okay, but let's say you have a friend, right? Where if you're like the last thing you see when you talk to that friend is like you have an argument and you haven't seen them all. Do you just dwell on the argument, or do you just like not think of the good times?
What do you mean?
I won't bring like, let's say like it's an example of that last interaction or last moment with them was like a bad moment. But you don't like
No, but
that's not the
I
sum
only
of the whole
had
parts.
2 moments of Sabrina. I
Yeah.
had the introduction and the end, and plus she's a character, not my friend. Like,
Yeah.
so, like,
I'm gonna move this forward because I need to leave.
Okay.
Join us next time for the infamous, very, very infamous
oh, I'm
band,
so
band
excited!
episode Electric Soldier Porygon.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
I am so excited.
Children got sieges.
Yes.
We
So-
probably don't watch it alone. If you're gonna watch it,
Watch it with somebody.
And
if
this
you're
you've
gonna watch
watched it
alone.
before and you're
watch
okay.
it. Watch it in a well-lit room. Watch it maybe in a small,
Yeah.
small screen, or watch it far away from the screne. I
watch
did
it on
watch
my
a little
TV.
bit of it. And if it's not like a crappy Daily Motion quality, it is like quite if you are prone to seizures, it may trigger one.
Yeah.
So we're not advocating that you watch it if you are
Not
prone
at
to
all.
Yeah,
seizures.
do not
No.
wait. For legal
Yes.
reasons, don't watch it.
And,
Watch
yeah.
our
and-
episode about it.
But we will be talking about it. So, and we will like go through it beat by beat because it is a banned episode,
Uh-huh.
and like we know that people might not be able
gonna
to
be
have the
great.
means to
It's
watch
a good
it.
episode.
Very-
I've watched
so
it before. It's a great episode.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good time. So join us next week for that.
Woo!
yeah,
Yeah.
And do we want to? We haven't done in plugs in a while. Do we want to do that or
Well, I'm just trying to think when this episode
like
is. All of our shows will...
I'm gonna
probably
say-
first week of February?
I'm pretty late, so I'm going to say mine just in case. Please go and see You Meet in a Tavern. It's shown on a Bats at Saturday, March 13th for the Fringe Festival this year. Tickets are on sale now through the Fringe website, fringe.co.nz. It'll be awesome to see lovely faces there, if you can.
And Table's part of that same festival. And what are our
Stu
dates,
Productions.
Dennis?
26th, 27th, 28th of March, I think?
And Stu Pro-
2nd of March.
Stu presents...
Of February. 26th, 27th, 28th of February, and 2nd of March.
And it's Stu Productions presents Table.
Yeah.
I'm co-directing a show, One Way Ticket to Mars, which is at Te Awaha space, but off Cuba Street. It's about love, it's about friendship, it's about fantasy, it's really fun, it's about space, cool times. That is on from 26th to the 28th of February. Yes.
And we also have our show, the Dexperience live
Yes.
show on the 20th
Yeah.
of March,
20th
which
of
is going to be a
March.
great time.
And if you're listening to this in the far future, follow us on our socials. Follow the
Yeah.
Dexperience podcast
yeah, at gmail.com.
page. Or email us at thedexperiencepodcast@gmail.com. And follow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Take it away, Logan.
So if you're listening during the day, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And if you're listening in the evening,
Have a good night.
See you, Dexters.
See you,
Thank you.
Dexters. Bye.
See you later.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes too.
Dexperience.
Digimon.
Dexperience. If you're watching during the day, have a good day.
Dexperience.
Have a good night.
Dexperience.
Live your dreams.
Dexperience.
Everything you could want.
Dexperience.
Everything